What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cass here, and we are here to go over the top 10 running backs in this coming up NFL draft. Of course, guys, as everyone knows, as I explained in every one of my videos, this is my personal opinion. Some of it is backed up with statistics, but again, this is my personal opinion. This is how I believe they're going to perform within the NFL. So, we're going to start off with number 1. I believe it's Travis Etienne. And I'll get to that when I get to the next pick, when I get to number 2, because we all know who 1 and 2 are. It's no doubt. But when I get to number 2, I'm going to ask you this question. All right. So, Travis Etienne was the main product for the Clemson offense when Trevor Lawrence. Because if you go and look at Trevor's stats, he didn't really light up the stat sheets. But Etienne did. He has elite speed, and he has a balance and break tackle ability. His negativities are he's not a tremendous pass catcher. He can catch the football. That's not me saying he can't, but he can. But he's not elite. He's not an elite pass catcher. He's very similar to what we would say somebody like a Giovanni Bernard, which is his NFL comp, in my opinion, is Giovanni Bernard. He struggles with pass protection, though, but he does indeed have elite speed and has balance and break tackle ability. Travis Etienne, the running back out of the University of Clemson, weighs in at 210, 215, is my number 1 running back taken off the board. Number 2 is Najee Harris, the running back out of the University of Alabama. He weighs in at 6'2", 230. He is a capable blocker and is a good pass catcher, even though his speed wouldn't admit for you believing that. But what his speed will believe is that he lacks a burst. He doesn't have that breakaway speed that you get with Travis. But what he does have is he also struggles with blitz reading. So when handling the football, he struggles to read the holes of where the blitz is coming from. Normally, it's stopped in the backfield. Somebody that also struggled with that coming out of college is his NFL comparison, which is Todd Gurley. Gurley went on to understand how to read defenses more at the elite level. Went on to have a very prolific career at Los Angeles. At St. Louis. And then, no, wait. Hold up, Rams. Wait, he did go to the Rams, didn't he? Yeah. St. Louis and then Los Angeles. And now with Atlanta. He offers you a lot. I believe he could really grow to be one of the better pass-catching running backs in the NFL. Very similar to, I don't want to go ahead and compare him to Alvin Kamara or Christian McCaffrey, but he's up there with being able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Whoever gets Najee Harris is going to have them an elite weapon at running back. As far as our third option, it's probably, in my opinion, these two are first-round guys. Javonte's kind of on the edge for me because he has first-round talent, but is he a first-round guy? That's what everybody... is there going to be 3 running backs taken in the first round? I don't believe that's been done in quite some time. Javonte Williams is a very powerful runner despite his size. He's 5'10", 210, but he has surprising speed for his play style. His size would announce that he has a lot of speed, which he does, but he plays a very aggressive style of football. But with that aggressive style of football, much like Chris Carson, he struggles on the goal line. Carson's got much better on the goal lines. It's coming out of college, but Javonte Williams struggles on the goal line, and also he has limited production because he split carries at the University of North Carolina with somebody that's later on this list. Our next pick is Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard is blazing. He's 6'2", 207. He is a former track star at the University of Oklahoma State. His production is all-time great at Oklahoma State. He is second at Oklahoma State to two people, that being DeMarco Murray. No, wait. He's second to one person, and that being Barry Sanders. DeMarco went to Oklahoma. Yeah. So he's second to only one person at Oklahoma State, and that being Barry Sanders, who grew to be an NFL Hall of Famer. But the problems with Chuba is his size would announce that he struggles in pass rush. He struggles in pass protect. He's not a starter, in my opinion, at the NFL level. But that doesn't mean that he's bad. A lot of NFL teams are starting to be running back by committee. And I believe that Chuba could really do good on being a running back by committee, going to one of these running back by committee teams. And somebody that I believe would really do good with drafting Chuba Hubbard is if he falls to like the third or fourth round. If the New York Giants can slide in and scoop up Chuba Hubbard and play him alongside Saquon Barkley as kind of a running back by committee type thing. Because Saquon's had some injuries, and a lot of people are starting to worry about Saquon. And it's very fairly noted. So if Chuba and Saquon could really announce a elite rushing attack, that would be very good for the New York Giants organization. My fifth one is Demetric Felton. Now, a lot of you guys may be saying, he's not a running back, he's a receiver. He's going into this draft, if I believe. I will check one more time for you guys. Demetric Felton. He is indeed going into this year's class as a running back. He played wide receiver at the University of Carolina. The University of California, Los Angeles, at UCLA. His positives is versatility, of course. He can play the running back position. He took snaps at running back in college, but he was normally an outside receiver guy. But I wouldn't be surprised also if you could see Demetric Felton on Sundays returning kicks, because he has that versatile ability. He has an extended catch radius from playing the receiver position, so he's great for catching the ball out of the backfield. His size does limit some of the things that you can do with Demetric. He has limited production at both positions, though, because he had to split time at both positions at UCLA. He lacks any type of blocking ability with his size being only 5'10", 200 pounds. But his NFL comparison is Ty Montgomery. If you remember, Ty Montgomery came into the NFL with a very similar situation with playing wide receiver and a running back at the University of... Where did he go to school? The University of Stanford. I thought that was right. He played at the University of Stanford. So he's very similar to Ty Montgomery. I wouldn't be doubt if Demetric takes kind of a Ty Montgomery role. But Ty's kind of fallen over the past few years. I think he's on the New Orleans Saints now. But I think Demetric could find himself on a role player, as a role player on an offense, definitely. Our next one is Michael Carter. The Michael Carter. The second running back that is going to be drafted this year from the University of North Carolina. 5'8", 199 pounds, and this is the reason that Javonte Williams is not a top draft pick in the first round, because Michael Carter took some of the carries away from Javonte Williams, enough to get Carter placed on the top 10 left itself. What Carter does is he lacks fumbles. He is a 3-year starter, along with Javonte Williams, who's also a 3-year starter. He lacks fumbles. He hasn't fumbled at all in his collegiate career. He has the toughness, but what he lacks is the lack of production and injury concerns. As everybody remembers, Michael Carter was the starter at the University of North Carolina. Javonte Williams only came in because Carter got hurt. But when Carter came back, they became a running back by committee, very similar to how a lot of the teams in the NFL are becoming. He very much reminds me of former Chiefs running back Jamaal Charles when you see him running the football. He's aggressive, even though he doesn't have the size to be aggressive at 5'8", 199 pounds, who is an undersized running back in the NFL. But Jamaal Charles made it work. I believe Michael Carter can make it work. NFL comparison, Jamaal Charles. Now, this dude may be the future of the entire league as a steal in the 5th round. Kenneth Gainwell, running back, Memphis. 5'11", 191 pounds. He excels as a pass catcher and production. The way the NFL is trending, they love pass-catching backs. It's no longer the time of running backs that can just run the football. You have to be able to play something else. You have to be either an exceptional blocker like Derek is and like Dalvin Cook is in pass protection. You have to be able to catch the ball at the backfield, very similar to Christian McCaffrey and Alvin Kamara. You have to apply something, very similar with also Saquon Barkley. Barkley excels in both blocking and receiving out of the backfield. Kenneth Gainwell lacks the power, and he has size concerns, but he is an exceptional receiver out of the backfield. People even at his pro day wanted him to work out at receiver because how good Kenneth Gainwell is at receiving out of the backfield. Kenneth Gainwell, if he doesn't get drafted as a running back, you could very much see him on Sundays playing receiver at some team. Kenneth Gainwell was born to catch a football on an elite level. NFL comparison, Duke Johnson. Papi Williams Jr., the running back out of Kansas. We have sincerely talked about this time and time again of where I think Puka should go. He has blazing speed. He's a big play threat. He does have size concerns. He's an all-or-nothing running back. Either he's going to break away for a 90-yard touchdown or he's going to get stopped in the backfield for a loss. That's with Papi Williams. That's what you get. NFL comparison is Dre Archer, and that is very much how Dre was. He was an all-or-nothing running back. Either Dre's going to get the ball, go 90 yards for a touchdown, or he's going to get the ball, go 6 yards for a negative loss, and maybe even fumble the football because he gets tackled by some big 375 lineman and he's 170 pounds. That's what you get with Papi Williams. Williams is not a starter on the next level. But once again, running back by committee. Joe Mixon has dealt with so many injuries in the past couple of years, and I believe the Bengals are worried about it. So spend a 4th or 5th round pick, help Joe Burrow get some weapons that he can rely on, get Papi Williams out of Kansas. He's an exceptional running back and can really go on the next level. Yes, he has size concerns. Yes, he's an all-or-nothing running back, but when he's not the starter, it's good to have that all-or-nothing guy. A guy you can come in and get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 carries to a game. A guy that doesn't have to eat up 25 carries like Joe Mixon or Derrick Henry's going to get. Papi Williams can succeed on the next level if he goes to the right situation. He is not a starter in the NFL, and it's not even close. If you give Papi Williams a starting job in the NFL, you have some issues. Because there is no way that Papi Williams will be able to get 300 to 350 carries a year with the way he plays football. There's no way. Next pick, number 9, JVR Hawkins, University of Louisville. He's very similar to Papi Williams. He's got a few pounds on him, but I think JVR Hawkins presents something that he doesn't. JVR Hawkins doesn't have the product at receiver that Kenneth Gainwell does. He doesn't have the breakaway speed that Papi Williams does. But Javonte Hawkins is an exceptional kick and punt returner. He's shifty. He does have some ball security issues. And like I said in the past, he has limited production out of the receivers as a receiver. But I believe he can really excel at the next level. he very much reminds me as the running back that played for the Kansas City Chiefs before they drafted Kareem Hunt, Spencer Ware. If you remember, Spencer Ware was an exceptional kick returner as also a starter. JVR Hawkins has the position to be a starter. He's not. His height isn't where you would want it to be. His size isn't that bad. It's 200 pounds. That's around the same as Gainwell. Maybe he's not a every down back, but he could definitely be a starter, I believe. Maybe if not a starter at running back, a starter at kick and punt returner. He's an exceptional kick and punt returner. And number 10, in my opinion, most underlooked guy in this whole draft, and seriously, the only high-touted power back this year in this class. And that's Brandon Knox out of the University of Marshall. Brandon Knox was not looked at to be a guy at all until he went to the Senior Bowl and destroyed everything. You got some 6', 230-pound running back out of the University of Marshall go to the Senior Bowl and rush for 215 against D1 defenses, D1 players. He has a dangerous spin move. He's a highly touted power back in this class. He lacks pull-away speed, though. He doesn't have that breakaway speed, and he lacks hands. He's very similar to Derek coming out of the NFL, coming out of college. But I believe that he's much more compared to Eddie Lacy, the running back that came out of Alabama a couple of years ago. That's actually going to be my NFL comparison for Brandon Knox, because he has that dangerous spin move just like Eddie was known for. Lacy was known for that spin move. And I believe Brandon Knox could very much go to the NFL and start and be a starter on the team. If you see, the size concerns aren't there like it is with JVR Puka and Kenneth Gainwell. It's not there. Brandon Knox is 6', 230. That is a starting running back size. And for any coach that still powers a still has highly touted power backs on their for what they're looking for, there's no doubt that they'll take a chance on Brandon Knox, especially after what he did at the Senior Bowl. I wouldn't be surprised if some team up in Boston comes calling for themselves a starting running back, and then in about 10, 15 years, we're talking about Brandon Knox as an NFL Hall of Famer. Because this seems like the running back project that Bill Belichick has been looking for the past 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Brandon Knox will be an NFL starter. He is an incredible football player, and I really believe that. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed me going over my top 10 NFL prospects. Remember, guys, if you like I'm about to go to sleep. Remember, guys, if you like this, to hit the like button, subscribe, but above all else, remember to comment in the comment section and tell me what video you want to see next. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.